So the imagery of the orange was, I remember, all over the cover of that album, and you can see it here in this video as well. And I also forget how much of a trendsetter like Gwen Stefani was. I was looking at the bondage pants that she wears that were really popular when I was in high school among the emo kids, and the black rubber bracelets that she was wearing there. And I feel like that stuff, while existed in the 90s, I feel like she definitely brought that into the kids of my generation, which was in the 2000s, not to date myself. But that video's got a lot of stuff going on, kind of tells the oh so familiar story of the front man who kind of outshines, or front woman in this instance, that sort of outshines the band. It's a good all around video. I liked it. All right, next up we have a song. It's called What's Up by a group called the Four Non Blondes. And I figure you guys probably know who they are. And if you don't, you'll hear it, and you will. This is off of their album Bigger, Better, Faster, More! Exclamation point. And it came out in 1992. And one other thing that I'm noticing that's kind of dating me as well is in the descriptions of these albums, when I'm doing the research in these songs, it says that the formats that they're released in, and I'm noticing it's a 7-inch single, which is a record, cassette tapes, which is something that people are not as familiar with nowadays, CD and a compact disc. And one other thing, I say that people might not be familiar with cassette tapes. I was in Urban Outfitters. God, it was a couple months ago, but I was in Urban Outfitters, and they were selling Walkman cassette players, and they were also selling albums on cassette. And I thought that was just insane. Like they had been selling turntables and record players, but they're just, cassettes are coming back. Like, I mean, I don't know. I had a cassette player when I was growing up, and it was fine. I had some cassettes. I had Britney Spears and the Spice Girls were the two of my favorites at the time. But I also had a radio, and I listened to a lot of 90s music on the radio on my little Walkman. But yeah, they're selling cassette players now in Urban Outfitters, which is weird. Anyway, this is What's Up by the Four Non Blondes.